It is such a complicated mathematical game at this point that we cannot begin to tell you who's winning this meet. All Gina Rice knows is that she has to go out there and put together every piece of a tenth she can.
She's added difficulty to her routine. Full end pike. Big hop on the landing.
Bounced out of that one just a little bit. Remember, Kinsey Rowe scored a 9.9 just prior to this.
Another big tumbling pass here, whip to 2.5, a little over rotation there.
And I'm wondering maybe, Lori, if she isn't drawing a little too much energy out of this very partisan and very heavily favored Bama crowd.
That is a definite possibility, but she is a veteran. Those mistakes shouldn't happen. They were only slight mistakes. They'll only be half-tenth to an 0.25 error there.
But that, quite literally, is the margin in this meet. Doing some quick math, and without regard to what score gets thrown away, Georgia has made up 0.1. They need to make up 0.125. So we're literally talking about 0.025 and needing every bit of that.
Every coach and athlete would rather, if they have to make a mistake because they are going too hard, because there is that adrenaline, rather than holding back and being scared to really get after this victory.
To her credit, she stuck the final tumbling pass solid as a rock, 9.875. She might have wanted better, but that's all she's going to get right now. Gina Rice.
Still a very strong score, and she had some tough difficulty in this routine. This opening pass is fairly new. She just put that in a couple weeks ago. She bounces out on that landing.
And now the pressure switches over to Corey Fritzinger for Georgia on vault. Something she has done before is score a perfect 10. They could certainly use it now. Take a look at what happened in February. Bang!
Wow. That feels great when you nail a landing like that. She is also a national vault champion. She was a vault champion her freshman year, and they need a big score from this champion now. She steps out on the landing, again, giving away those single tenths on the landings.
Corey Fritzinger, 9.875, so she matches the score of Gina Rice in floor exercise, and the question now becomes, will this be the one they have to, the score that they can throw away? Step out on the landing. Back to the floor exercise now. Alabama's Stephanie Kite.
It is so loud in here. She may be having trouble listening to her music, hearing her music over this crowd.
Well, you'd rather have a loud crowd in your favor, perhaps, and work through that.
Absolutely. This is what every top competitor hopes for, to have the two best teams on their best events vying for an SEC title. I'd say the favor is for Alabama. They are on the floor exercise, and Georgia has to be on the vault where they only get one try. That's one element. They have to hit their landings. Whereas on floor, you can work through those small mistakes, cover up any 1/10 deductions that you may be getting, and Alabama's doing a great job.
Stephanie Kite finishing up her floor exercise routine in what is very definitely a tight seesaw battle for the SEC championship title. 9.925 is going to be a great boost to Alabama's chances of coming away with that championship here tonight. And this is how you do it. The two final athletes, one for each team, and an SEC championship hanging in the balance. Chelsea Bird scored a perfect 10 earlier this season in this very event, like that. And they would love to have another one of those right now, right here. A 10 for Chelsea Bird would pull the momentum squarely back in Georgia's favor. Wait and watch.
There it is, Yurchenko layout full. She
Whoa!
rockets into the air. Amazing landing. You can't get better than that.
Oh, I don't know much, but what I know is that was very, very good indeed. And now we're waiting on pins and needles for the judges' scores. The coaches all think it was good. Her teammates and everybody that's here representing Georgia is over to congratulate Chelsea Bird for a fine vault. How good was it? Come on, let us know. Well, the crowd's starting to come alive. Chelsea turns around and looks, and there it is, the 10. The perfect 10 on vault, and Georgia has taken the advantage back. Take a look at this.
You really can't get any better. Take a look at the height and perfect form in the air, not a movement on the landing. What a statement.
And now the fate for Alabama rests in the hands of a freshman. Ashley Miles from San Antonio, Texas, needs a 9.925 or better to win the meet for Alabama. It's just that simple.
Double layout, small hop on the landing. The one hope that both Georgia and Alabama had would be that they would both be competing in their final rotation. They wanted to be on the competition floor together, to be going head to head. Georgia got the job done on vault. You couldn't ask for much more from them. Possibly a little bit of a better landing from Corey Fritzinger. That could have scored a 9.95, but other than that, they got the job done. Now it's up to Alabama.
And it's up to Ashley Miles to respond to the pressure. She was working so hard throughout the warm-ups on the little things in her routine. And now she's out there just having fun. She's hitting the hard stuff, she's worked on the small stuff, and she's trying to put it all together for the judges.
And remember, she is just a freshman, but with great experience. She was a national team member. She competed at the World Championships in Ghent, Belgium. She knows what this intense competition's like. She has a big job here anchoring this event, last event for Alabama.
Whoa.
An SEC title on the line, and I think they may just have what it takes.
Well, she certainly thinks so, and so do the coaches. David and Sarah Patterson, everybody's over there to congratulate Ashley Miles. Needs a 9.925. She does it by the biggest margin, almost the biggest margin possible. 9.975. That should give the meet to Alabama. Keep in mind, there's still another rotation to go, but Bama and Georgia are done, and it appears as though Ashley Miles has won the SEC title for her team.
The only deduction I would take in this floor routine was this slight hop on the double layout, but her second and third passes were nailed clean. Phenomenal job.
There you see the 6 rotation scores. For Georgia, 49.625. For Alabama, 49.6. But remember, Georgia had to make up more than they did in order to win this meet, and now everybody in Alabama's camp has done the math too, and they will be the winners of this meet. There it is, by .050, the narrowest margin of victory in SEC championship history. Well, hopefully you haven't calmed down just yet. There's still more to be decided. While Alabama's already starting to pose for the victory photographs, Florida, LSU, and Auburn still have third